I went to grad school, we graduated school, and I didn't want to get a real job. And I went to the back door of what was then Crowbar. I knocked on the door until they gave me a job, literally. You talk about like bouncing from one club to another, or one thing turning into something else. Like this one address has been 6 places. I definitely felt like New York was over one specific day. They had set up these big Klieg lights and the lights were on during the daytime and I felt like I was going to jail. There was a cops on horseback when we came on the work and they patted me down as I left my office. And I was just like, what are you doing? The whole life that was like roll from one party to another, to across the street, to down the block, it just went out the window. Like it became a completely different experience for me.
Yeah.
I love living in the city and I grew up here, but it's really crowded all the time. Just like you don't want to drive during rush hour, I don't want to deal with New York City during a lot of those same hours. My rent was $700 a month in Manhattan, and it had a bathtub in one room and a toilet in the other.
Yeah, you had the split bathroom.
I do miss a party being open past 4 in the morning. Like when we threw those events here, we were throwing after hours, we were throwing regular hours, we were throwing after hours. The city that never sleeps died. And I miss that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like that's in
Manhattan, certainly.
Right, and that's why we're in Brooklyn now. Everybody we were realizing was coming from Brooklyn to meatpacking in the L train. We were dragging people from Brooklyn to the city. And eventually we decided instead of dragging people to the party, we would just take the party to the people. We throw like a big outdoor festival, but we like all different kinds of parties. So if you want to go out dancing, you should definitely find it. And I'm the kind of person who talks to people on the street and gives out my business card and invites people. It's like an 800-person party every week or almost every week, and then like we do a 3,000-person party a couple times a year. And we invite them very personally, and we invite them over and over again to something we think that they like specifically. When we moved to Brooklyn, we really wanted to pull in this underground, more industrial feeling, and so we became a specifically different thing, and it's been going that way for a long time. Getting people to come to Brooklyn, I think, was easier for people than you thought. We started to build these events out in this industrial loft. The first night, we expected 300 people and we got 600 people. And the second night we expected 600 people, we got 800 people. We've been really excited to bring people in through music and through events. The warehouse that we're turning into our nightclub was a functioning metal manufacturing warehouse. Someone's going to buy that spot sooner or later. Okay, so everything got chilled, so she's obviously feeling content about that. The caterer doesn't arrive for a while. They're super professional. They'll load in, they'll bang it out quickly. It seems crazy that amidst what these amazing new apartments and all these rock bars and little clubs, and there's a giant oil refinery and a small warehouse for gas for the city and an old abandoned, obviously Domino's sugar factory. The neighborhood unfortunately needs to like find its good place or it's gonna leave everyone behind like so many neighborhoods in Manhattan. Verboten's been around for like 7, almost 8 years. On the day-to-day, there's a marketing team that'll bring a couple hundred people tonight, a couple hundred people tomorrow, and a couple hundred people the next. Every week we're either doing 2,000 people at once or 500 people 3 or 4 times. People for a long time love or hate New York, and we always try to make them point out that they're coming to Brooklyn to see us. And on all those payments that she had to make, is there anything we're stuck on? We sold a lot of merch last time. Are we prepared? Is it restocked? Can you write on the email to everyone who works the door that we're gonna be using the phones for sure, that I need everyone to bring their phone charge, bring a phone charger. I love my life. I have a 10-block walk from my home to my office. I get to see half the world. Everyone's coming to me, and I feel like every day more and more people are coming to me. Brooklyn has been like a great change for all of us. More space, less expensive, but more than anything, I feel like it's the attitude of the people who live here. Everyone's got a passion project. Everyone wakes up and works for themselves in a little bit of a way. There's a level of artist and life that's here that I just really remember in the way back day of Manhattan.
I remember people being like, you can never come out to Brooklyn, and it felt so far away, and now this feels really far away.
Although I enjoy and respect all that Manhattan brings to us here in Brooklyn, I'm really happy to be a visitor there and have my home here. The whole joy of Brooklyn is that there's a lot of great people doing similar things. We're trying to bring new culture to this city that means so much to us, and so I feel totally lucky. I hope when I look back on it, I'm part of a really great music movement at a really amazing time.